So if you were expecting some sort of industry insight or something useful to use this morning, I'm going to disappoint you, because I've done a couple of insights now where I have given you information about social media, and now I'm taking it back to the bare bones and I'm going to talk about me. So I'm going to introduce me, the story of Rachel. Settle in. It's a long one. I've been here for a long time. So let's hope this works. So this is me. I am that cute little baby, and that is my big sister Sharon and my big brother Martin. And growing up, we were really close. My sister is 10 years older than me. My brother is 8 years older than me, so there is a bit of an age difference. But we were really close growing up until I got to about 10, 11. And my sister became a mum when I was just 10. So her life changed dramatically. Our whole family dynamic changed dramatically. But I was still the cute little baby. And my parents still introduced me as their baby. Even though I am nearly 46 years old, I am still their baby. And not so secretly, I am my dad's favourite as well. So you can see why I was the favourite. I was super cute. Look at my little cheeks, oh, my blue eyes, and the fringe that I tried to cut several times myself. It doesn't go down well when you cut your own fringe. Parents get quite annoyed. This is when I started to find adventure, and when I was a kid, I really loved doing stuff, and I would try anything. Had no fear at all. I would just give it a go, see what happens. Things changed a little bit later, and that's why I needed Keith's help. But at that stage, I was still having fun. And this is me when they tried to put me in a dress. I don't really do dresses very often. I'm not a girly girl. I am a bit of a tomboy. I'm much more at home in jeans, as you can see. A rah-rah skirt and knee-high socks. What's that about? You can tell I was a child of the 80s. So primary school, if you're struggling to see me, I'm right in the middle on the back row with my cowslick fringe, which I hate. Primary school was fun for me. I loved primary school. I was best friends with two of my teachers. proper nerd. And I just loved learning. I loved the people that I was surrounded by, and it was a great place to be. I really enjoyed it. But then I had to go to secondary school. And again, this is a bit of a blurry photo, but again, back row on the left-hand side, the tallest ever person in the room. And at secondary school, like some others in this group, I started to get bullied. And I didn't particularly enjoy secondary school. I enjoyed aspects of it, but I didn't particularly enjoy it. I wasn't very academic, so I struggled a little bit in lessons, and I definitely struggled with being bullied. I tried desperately hard to fit in, but never quite made it, never quite fitted in. So I had a small group of friends, but never really fitted in, and was bullied pretty much daily. So it made my life hell. And that's really where my mental health journey started. So my mental health took a massive dip and didn't recover until about 4 years ago. So quite a long time. Anyway, went to university, and at university, as you can see, I drank quite a lot. The picture on the right-hand side, Bavarian night, that outfit that I've got on, the next morning I didn't have that on. I had somebody else's clothes on. So apparently we'd swap clothes outside the student union. But again, university, I wasn't very academic, but I did manage to graduate. So I've got a bog standard degree. I then went to work for Gloucestershire County Council as a trade and standards officer. So my job was basically stopping people from selling underage products to age-restricted products to underage people. So cigarettes, alcohol, fireworks, knives, all of those things I got involved with, taking kids into the shop to see if they could buy them and then prosecuting the shops that sell them. So one of my claims to fame is that I've prosecuted Tesco. Then I went to the British Heart Foundation and I was a community fundraiser. So my job there was so varied, including dressing up as a giant heart with the Oxford United football team. And I loved my job. I get to meet lots of people, hear their stories, and help to tell their stories as well. And that's where I really fell in love with using social media. So I would use social media every day to speak to those contacts that I'd made and to make new contacts. And essentially, I was getting people to raise money for us, even though I'd never met them. So I am lucky enough to be married to Andy. So Andy and I have been married for 7 years. Think about that. And when we got married in this beautiful museum of buildings, which is also home to the National Telephone Box collection. The most random place ever, but it is beautiful. And Andy is he properly balances me out. But it was also Andy's idea to start my business. So I'd never had any aspiration to be a business owner. This is all Andy's idea. So if you want to blame him, you can blame him. So yeah, it's his idea to start the business. So the other part of my life is my dog Scout. So because my mental health had been so fragile throughout my life, I took a conscious decision not to have children, because quite often I couldn't look after myself. So I didn't want to have to not look after a child as well. So don't have children, but I do have a Scout. A Scout's got her own Instagram account and she's bloody hard work, but she is beautiful. And really transformed from the dog that she was when we got her 3 years ago. Okay, I'm going to tell you some random facts about me. So I have musical Tourette's. So those of you that don't know what musical Tourette's is, this is when I hear a phrase that's included in a song, I have to then sing that bit of song. So a prime example would be if somebody is breaking the law, I have to go into Judas Priest, breaking the law, and I have to sing it. It's just what has to happen. Another one is Toya's It's a Mystery. I have to sing that if somebody mentions something being a mystery. Okay, another random fact is that Ozzy Osbourne poured a bucket of ice water over me. So this is when I was on the verge of having heat stroke at the last Donington Monsters of Rock festival. And Ozzy Osbourne picked up a dustbin full of water and tipped it over me to cool me down. I bet he doesn't remember it, but I do. And I love music. I love music is on all the time here. I've seen the Blue Tones play 11 times. Does anybody even remember who the Blue Tones are? And I've seen Kiss live 3 times as well. So Kiss are an amazing, amazing show band. I've been a life model, and yes, my bum does look big in that. And I secretly love Canva. It's not so much of a secret, really, is it? So there you go, my life in 9.5 minutes. And I'll just take the life model photo off so you don't have to look at my bum.